People tout their freedoms to do whatever evils they want, yet they're enslaved to sin and its horrific consequences. It's honestly tragic. Yeah, and we have to have a proper understanding of freedom in order to exercise our freedoms. And our Constitution, the Bill of Rights, was written for moral and religious people. It doesn't work for people who do not know the God of the universe and who are not civil. Like, you can't expect, for example, a Muslim radical jihadist to be responsible with the Second Amendment. What do you think they're gonna do with the Second Amendment? They're gonna do what you saw that Senegalese immigrant do in Austin this past week. What do you think that opportunists, Jews, like Talmudic Jews, who hold to the Torah and the Talmud, what are they gonna do with the First Amendment? They're gonna lie and deceive. Oh, that's so anti-Semitic. No, it's not really. Here's the thing. Go watch Tyler Oliveira's videos on the Jewish community in New York and then the Jewish community in Lakewood, New Jersey. Look at how they act and look at how they respond. They leverage and use your tax dollars so that they can study all day and just have 10 to 12 children. It is corruption. It is not more. It's very immoral practice. And they're really big on usury, of looking out for each other, but charging other people huge amounts of interest, which is a sin, biblically speaking. And so, what are people who don't know the Christian God gonna do with the Bill of Rights, with our freedoms? They're gonna use it to harm people and destroy society. That's what they're gonna do. This is why the founders also understood this. This is why the founding Americans in America, in all of our states, our first states, had blasphemy laws where if you publicly deny the divinity, it's not even that you publicly say you're not Christian. Like, if you publicly say that Christ is not Lord and Christ is not God, you deny the divinity of Christ, you were sent to jail. In New York, they arrested people for people who said that, like, Jesus Christ is a bastard. All right, you're going to jail. And that wasn't against the First Amendment. Why? Because the freedom of speech has limits, and it's for immoral and religious people. People might say, oh, that's so anti-American. You can't say it's anti-American when the people who founded America thought it appropriate to have blasphemy laws, okay? Like, what American values are you alluding to? You can't even describe that. This is the thing people don't understand. Like, they don't know what American values they're espousing. They don't know what American values they're referring to, falling back on, because it is whatever they think is American values. But I think the best way we can know what are American values is to look at the people who founded America and what do they believe. And so that's American values. You can't just say that American values is just 21st century liberalism. That doesn't work, because everyone has a different idea of what America is and all these American values are. And so if you want to really go back into it, look at the Constitution, look at the Declaration of Independence, look at all the founding documents at the foundations of America. You have to be a Christian to hold public office in America. Based? Now they say that's so un-American. How is that un-American if that was the norm for every state in America until like the 1900s? Anyways, that's my little rant. I don't think people understand what they're talking about, which is why, again, the focus of my videos in the future is gonna be to really give you guys the tools to not just react to the news, but to navigate it, right? To navigate it, to be as innocent as doves, wise as serpents, to navigate all things with wisdom and prudence. That's the key. That's the goal.